Welcome to another Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Television's most sparkling hour of excitement reaches new heights in our quest to seek and enjoy luxury unlimited. Fame and fortune, the final frontier. Your host is Robin Leach, who circles the globe to uncover the stories America will never stop talking about. On this all-star edition, we'll meet the man of 1,000 faces, the mighty mimic whose spoofs cause laugh lines all the way to the White House. Behind each setup, mild-mannered Fred Travalena. Hollywood legend Jane Mansfield left her only daughter the legacy of a legend. Now Falcon Crest's Mariska Hargitay is going forward by looking back with love. We penetrate guarded gates to reveal Turkey's infamous past. It's a first-ever journey into the Golden Palaces, where the sultans of swing lived in love like there was no tomorrow. What makes JR say, well, I'll be, and Little Richard go, ooh? Baubles, bangles, and bright, shiny beads from Linda Gray's favorite jewelers. It was the shocker of the Joan Collins-Peter Holmes divorce when she wilted on the witness stand. Now, Passion Flower has the last laugh and an even bigger kiss-and-tell shocker. Material Girl, Romina Danielson. He made his fortune playing Dr. Joe Gannon in the hit Medical Center series. Then Chad Everett headed for the hills to find the perfect prescription for happiness. Plus a south-of-the-border odyssey to meet the world's richest and most outrageous sculptor. All this and much, much more when Lifestyles returns in a moment. Stay with us.
Time again for a notable quotation on the sweet subject of money. Can you guess which 19th century American uttered a gem on the wisdom of investment? If you correctly said it was this famous writer, physician and judge, go to the head of the class.
We've searched the four corners of the earth to bring you the world's most unusual homes. Now the trail takes us south of the border and into the wild, wild world of an artist by birth, a loner by choice, and an eccentric, according to just about everyone who knows, Hal Braxton Hayes. At nearly 80, he is of that extraordinary breed whose past achievements may yet be eclipsed by what's to come.
When I was young, I had to make money, and I made money by building unusual houses and fast. I originated all the modern methods of prefabricated construction, everything. I was the foremost building contractor in the world at one time.
In 1945, the Prince of Prefab built a house in 34 minutes. True, it was a publicity stunt, but the gimmick worked. Among the people who noticed was a man who wondered whether Hal's one-of-a-kind inventiveness might be used by Uncle Sam.
During the war, President Roosevelt asked me to build an unsinkable boat because the Germans were sinking our ships faster. So I built a concrete boat that was so light, they torpedoed it. It went to the bottom and came back to the surface again. The concrete was lighter than the water.
The whiz kid was next waltzed into the periphery of America's most sensitive wartime secret, the Manhattan Project. FDR's directive, develop a material to withstand the ultimate blast.
It was well known that I was working on it, but I never worked on the scientific end. I was only working on construction that would withstand the H-bomb, and we worked out many ways of doing it. At the end of the war, I had worked out a whole plan for protecting the United States.
But here's the kicker. In addition to the Doomsday Project, Hal was also working hard on whooping it up at his Hollywood home. Dubbed the party house of the decade, Hal sparked his own neighborhood blast and a slew of headline romances. If they were blonde, beautiful, and big time, chances are it was meltdown followed by fallout. He was even engaged to Zsa Zsa twice.
I was lucky enough to live right in the middle of the film colony there, where they were always around. And many of them came to see my unusual, crazy houses. And that's why I usually got in touch with them.
A lesser man might just live on his memories. Hal Braxton Hayes looks only to mañana. His home is one of Acapulco's most lavish villas, an 8-bedroom master design mansion that you know some people would give anything to share. Yet Hal gets few takers. He's got all the company he needs.
He's a real personality, very intelligent, and it can do all kinds of things that we do. If you say, kiss me, he'll kiss you on the cheek. He understands words, English and Spanish.
But it's neither his Jaguar nor exotic sculpture that earned Hal the nickname Loco Gringo. It's his vision. Others may dream the impossible dream. Hal built his other home high over Acapulco Bay, hanging from a cliff.
I started out to build a normal house, and I realized 24 hours later that I couldn't be normal. So what you see here is what happened. They call me the Loco Gringo here because it has these unusual features in it. I've always been criticized or talked about by being an oddball. I was probably guilty because in my inventions, I was always trying to invent things that were off the beaten path.
Don't mistake the house that Hal built for mere mega sculpture. It's a fully functional home like no other on planet Earth. From pool to skylight, this is multi-dimensional living art enhancing a lavish interior. In his master bedroom, former lovelies gaze eternally upon the wild card who blew into their lives, then was gone, off in search of an eclectic dream.
We follow the Impressionism, abstract, and surrealism. Much of our stuff is surrealistic art, and we call it sculpt art because we mix it up and we don't follow any rules.
Hal Braxton Hayes, still a maverick after all these many, many years.